All right, we're live.
Yo,
What up, world? What's up, Ken?
what's going on?
And what's up, everyone that's tuning in? This is Unbox. Just hanging out with my brother Ken, where we're just gonna talk NBA, Top Shot, NFTs, whatevs.
Whatevers.
Yeah, this is really just for us to have fun and learn learn as much as we can, invite
Yeah.
people to learn from. And man, Ken, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too. What are you drinking today?
Oh, I got like a tequila soda, but like
Oh,
wifey made like a raspberry
damn, you always got the
muddle
fire
thing.
bougie drinks, dude. I got
Yeah,
this Elysian, what is this? Contact Haze
contact haze,
IPA.
that beer.
Hazy
Oh,
IPA.
okay, okay.
Pretty good. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah. Happy Monday.
Mm,
Welcome everybody. Thank you for
Monday.
joining us. So a lot to talk about today. There's so much going on. We got, the Cool Cats 3 drop that happened today. A lot of injuries happening in the NBA that happened over the last couple days.
Yeah, no joke.
Um,
A
the
lot of L's.
marketplace, yeah, a lot of L's.
A
The
lot of L's
marketplace
from
is
the
is
homies.
is going crazy. So it's gonna be an interesting one, man.
Yeah. Well, first of all, any luck on Cool Cats?
Dude, what did I have? Like 285,000 or something. I was pretty far back in line. There's no
Dang.
way I was going to be able to get it. Like, I can't believe how many people. How about you?
Yo, I got something ridiculous in the hundreds of thousands.
Oh,
And
man. Does that seem
Jenny,
normal?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, considering how many people are trying to get on these packs, and the last pack was a rare drop, so those are I can only imagine the demand for them,
Yeah.
especially as they get more affordable. Because people coming in are probably not going to think to pay 200 something dollars for a pack. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's just having those tiers is going to be nice, but it's what's up, the Hustle House? What up, man? Our
But,
good friend
hey,
Jason.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Jason's going to join us on live pretty soon. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's going to be dope because he's definitely growing his channel. Y'all should check out the Hustle House on YouTube. Um,
Yep.
Crypto and all the stuff that we love too.
Yeah. And your girl got the rare pack, huh?
Her
This
first
and the
two
rare
packs.
pack.
Oh,
Dang, first two packs back to back. That's beginner's luck. I got my first two packs back to back, the Seeing Stars and the Rising Star. So when I first came in, I was like, oh, cool, man. Like,
it's
just
easy.
get in line, you join it, and like, that's such a huge number. Of course, I'm going to be in there.
Mm,
But damn, I've taken the L ever since on the last three or whatever.
I know. I'm like fiending. I'm like, oh, I need a pack.
I know, man. I
I
feel like
need a-
that's the best way to get into it and just make a better investment. It's fun to buy moments and everything, but like the packs is just what it's all about, and it being so hard to get one right now, I feel like that could have an effect on the marketplace, and some people just kind of getting a little anxious or antsy, and you know some people lose faith in things when they take too many L's. So I
yeah,
feel like that's even myself, I'm just like, oh man, another missed one. It's
yeah.
like,
Am I still gonna go through with all
what
this?
else what else can I do? And then it makes you want to go and start looking at moments and like, you know what? I already had some funds ready for this pack. So maybe, I can just pick up something or grab whatever is
That's
new.
right,
So
because
what's up, Ev? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining,
Bev,
Mike.
um, yeah, because like before a pack drops, you kind of want to have enough in your Dapper balance.
Right.
So you know, being able to unload and like I
Hmm.
would try and unload all my commons and
Yeah.
just be like, okay, let me just sell some of these at lowest asking just so I can stack,
Yeah.
and then
Which is what
maybe when
everyone's
I take it
doing.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of start to see some of those trends,
Right.
and also like people who took L's on the pack drop, uh, with people trying to like, I don't know. I think that's one of the things that I'm learning is like, okay, how do I understand the market based on what's happening right now?
Right.
Because I don't know, we saw like some of the LeBrons. There's some market madness right now,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I feel like there's also a really great opportunity to be able to come up on some moments if you were able to stack up on your Dapper balance.
Yeah, I think that's the key, man. And when these dips happen,
Mm.
it's easy to kind of start to freak out a little bit because if you're constantly looking at your evaluate.market profile, and you're constantly refreshing and watching that ROI just drop lower and lower in all your moments. But it's happening for everybody. It's happening for everything across. And you got to just keep the faith, man, and just trust that these things happen in the market, and this has happened before, in the past, where we've seen big spikes and then we've seen big dips after, and then something else happens, and it goes up and down. But for all the flippers out there, it's like, if you're not invested long term, seeing this ROI just keep dropping, and your all your moments devaluing, they're just like, shit, I got to get rid of this before I like start losing everything, and people start to sell it off because they're just trying to flip. They're not attached to any of the moments. They're not attached to, the game, or the collecting part of it.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of like flipping, and I'm curious, since we've last talked, what are
Yeah.
some of the moments that you came up on
The only moment that I came up actually, I came up on two moments today.
today?
Yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna log in real quick and share my screen. But today, this morning, I came up on a moment before the drop,
Oh,
um,
really? Oh, shit.
and it was just kind of for fun. It wasn't. So I still had a little bit of a balance in my Dapper, and the pack today was only what, $14
Yeah.
something. So sorry, I'm trying to log in my Dapper and it's not letting me. Huh. Error occurred. Are you having that issue in Top Shot?
Um, Let me see. Let me actually just try going to your username. It's Lukey, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like I'm able to show it. I can show my
Okay.
screen. Let me do that. Boom, share screen. Tab.
Did they enable like a two-factor authentication in Dapper now?
I haven't
And
noticed
I
that.
saw a message about that. People, I think
That's
they sent
great
an
if they did.
email about, yeah, sending a, two-factor. I mean, you have a lot of money in this thing, so
Yeah,
I
I
got that.
honestly I think that's great.
Yeah, I got that Trez
Oh,
this
dang.
morning. So
Oh, you got the
this one's pretty, but what cereal did I get in that? It's like a
2145.
2145, which is not bad. Um,
LeBron to Trez.
it's assist to Trez. I mean, the Lakers are
Nice dunk.
missing both of their superstars,
Oh
and
man.
Trez has definitely been stepping it up, especially in the paint. He's really. I think the last game he was a leading scorer of the game,
Oh yeah, he had a
but
double double.
yeah. So I feel like, he's super slept on still. And there's also rumors that he may not even stick with the Lakers, which is something that I heard after I bought the moment. If he leaves the Lakers this year, I'm gonna sell it because
Do you
I only
remember
want it
who's interested
because
in
he's a
him?
Laker.
Do you remember who's interested in him?
Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, that's right, the Hornets.
Yeah. So
Man,
they actually offered him a contract before the Lakers that was higher than what the Lakers offered, but he chose the Lakers because he
just trying to get
wanted
a
a
chip.
chance to get the chip. So now, there's definitely interest, and I'm sure Lakers are taking, they'll they'll hear them out, and if it's worth it and they can get some money and get another big that they feel like could fill that role. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, these are all this is speculation. Who knows,
Yeah.
what's going on. If
So you decided to pull the trigger,
So I pulled
and
the trigger. What did I get it at? 14 or 15? 15.
it
I think
lowest that's 15.
the lowest ask was at 13 when I bought it, but I liked that serial number, 2145. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
you
for
got
that price, I was like, all right, it's
yeah,
cool. And I'm gonna hold on to it because I also want to just collect the Lakers too. So
yeah,
for something for $15, I was just like, all right, let me just get something
like
just
that.
in case he starts to, because now that he's going to get a lot more minutes without LeBron and
Yeah.
without AD, I feel like he's going to get a little more shine. So we'll see. And the whole market is down anyway. So for that being only $15, it's going to go up regardless, in my opinion. But
Well, speaking of more shine, Anthony Edwards. I mean,
yeah.
one he's been doing really amazing, and two, with all the injuries and
hmm
LaMelo getting injured and missing the rest of the season, do you think he's going to be able to take Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I feel like he would be the next choice, in my opinion, just based off of his, performance from the last few games. Him getting a career high of 42 points, him constantly getting highlights of these crazy dunks. Like, this is what the people want to see. And I feel like even though they're not the best team and they're at the bottom still, he has a potential to bring them back up. They've been doing really well with him and Cat, so I'm excited to just see where they can get through the season. I don't think they'll make it to the playoffs necessarily. We'll see if,
Hmm.
but they're definitely coming up and they're a lot more exciting to watch, because he's the next rookie, in my opinion. He just has the whole package.
Yeah, I mean, you got Halliburton too,
I do have Halliburton, which I'm rooting for Halliburton for sure.
but
So
looks like you got this at $45. And
yes,
what's it going on for sale right now?
lowest ask.
Let's see. It's a little bit slow right now.
Yeah,
148.
148. So I'm already up 100.
Damn.
That's what I'm
That's
doing though, is
crazy.
I'm buying early on players that I like, that I feel that I want to have in my collection. So, and the ones that I really believe in, the ones that I kind of can see the potential. So that's what kind of caused me to have my second pickup for today, which was
Oh,
after the pack drop.
really?
Yeah.
Which was what?
And this happened as soon as they opened up the marketplace
Mm,
for after the Cool Cats drop.
I see what
And
you did here.
I was hoping to get an SGA if I did get a Cool Cats, pack
Yeah.
anyway. Like,
Okay.
that would
This
be
was
my,
what you
like,
were gunning for.
I was gunning for that as far as the
And of
Cool Cat.
course, you were looking at this cereal.
Yeah, so that I actually got lucky with that cereal. So
Okay.
I spent a lot of time just watching it. The market is like right when it opened up. I watched all the moves that were happening on the market for that, and it started off pretty high, really high, and then it started to just decrease and decrease. The more people started listing, pulling them from their packs and listing them to get a quick flip, it just started dipping a lot more, and it got all the way down to like 40, and I was like, oh damn, I would buy it for 40. I tried to buy it for, no, it was 41.
Mm,
I tried to buy it for 41, and then it canceled. It didn't go through
yeah.
because someone
That's
else
happening
sniped
a
it,
lot.
and
Yep.
people were just picking them up super fast. And then I tried to get another one that went all the way down to 20, and it was at $20. I was like, for sure, I'm gonna get this, and I was like right away refreshing and thought
Yeah.
I was the first, and then finally it just kept creeping back up, and then I finally was able to snag that one, which I'm happy because that serial number is really something that I feel like, I love the number 22 or twos, anything, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. It's
so it's
pretty dope. You
4884.
got it for $37.
So I got it for $37.
That's dope, man. And
It's
then
good.
and it looks like you were the first like purchaser of that. So,
Right.
you
So
know,
someone from their
whoever
pack,
and they're like, "Oh, I'll just get rid of this cool cats for $37." And then now, like just hours later,
it's already
lowest ask is
94.
94.
So
It's pretty crazy.
my thing was, I knew usually like I wouldn't have bought something right away, like, but I did that with the Anthony Edwards, and then that happened. So I kept checking with this one, and I felt like SGA was going to be slept on for like a lot of the people who got packs who may
Mm,
not be NBA fans, and they're just trying to buy packs to flip. And when they pulled the SGA and checked the marketplace and saw it was only at like $40, like, fuck, at least I can get my money back for my pack. Let me just put this at 30 and just sell it real quick. So there's probably a lot of flippers that weren't
mm.
into SGA or don't even know who he is, that were just trying to get rid of their pack, just get their
Yeah.
ROI on their packs. And
Yep.
so I was like, I have to jump on
That's
this now.
honestly, that's one of the key things is like because so many people are joining and getting their first packs, you're gonna start to see some of that,
Yeah,
uh, where people don't know how the marketplace is going to react, or
yeah.
you know,
They don't
think
even know
like
that the marketplace is really low right now. So
or
like
think
the
like,
asking
wow,
price,
I'm already doubling more than the $14 that I
yeah.
got,
They're like, fuck
So
it,
they're
yeah,
like,
I'll
I
sell
made
this for
more than
30
double.
bucks.
Yeah.
Easy. No problem.
But real quick, this moment though, I
Mhm.
think is really dope, man.
Dude,
He
that
just put on
crossover,
the stopper right
look at
here,
this.
whoop, and then just
Oh,
cuts.
yeah.
Man, he took on
That's why I was,
four
woo,
defenders essentially.
so good. I love that moment, and I love him as a player, so it was something that I wanted to hold, and for me, like, $37, totally worth it regardless
Mm, mm.
if it were gonna go up or down. But, when you're sniping them like this, what you look for is, when you click select and buy,
Yeah.
um, it'll automatically filter it out by the lowest ask. So it'll be like the cheapest ones at the
Oh
top,
man,
and then as
it's
it
slow.
goes down, which is
Yeah.
nice.
So it
But
says sort by lowest ask.
when you see like a big gap between the numbers, so like you could see it's like 93, 95, 97, 97, 98, and then there's a bunch of 98 and then a bunch of 99s. So when you see a bunch in a row, that's kind of like where you can expect it to kind of linger for a little bit. But when you see the lowest ask, like well below, you know, the group of numbers,
Uh
then
huh.
that's usually when
Like
you know
this.
it's a good snipe. Like that one is not, because it's only 93 and then there's next one's 95. So you're not really going to know whether or not that's a good deal right now. So if it were to drop down to like 70 and then the next one was 93, then there's a big gap in between. So
So
that's a good snipe.
do you stay like cuz I know like
So
in the past I've just kind of went to the marketplace and did that just looking for any particular player, but you're specifically looking for a particular player and then you go over here and then you're just kind of refreshing this. Is that right?
exactly. So by just refreshing this, you don't have to refresh the entire page. So you'll be able to see the lowest ask immediately,
Oh,
and
it pops up.
it just pops up when you click. So if you exit out of that, if you X out and then you just click select and buy again, it'll refresh it
Oh, got it.
automatically.
Got it.
So you're able to
So
quickly see the lowest ask and be able to snipe that as soon as possible. And I tried to get like at least 5 of them, and the purchases didn't go through. Same thing happened with Anthony Edwards.
yeah,
But
there
when
goes
you
that
see one,
93.
yeah. So that was kind of my that was my quick snipe for the day. But I
Yeah.
wanted him as a player, so I felt like, and that moment was really cool. So it's a good
Yeah.
investment for me.
I actually love sorting by lowest serial number just because like some of the times like as you kind of go through some of these, you can see as you just peruse, you can see what might be like underpriced. You know, you'll be able to kind of go through and just be
Yeah,
like, oh, okay,
which number is smaller?
295 for 195. Yep.
Yeah,
And as soon as I start seeing the first like 2-digit price, that could
yeah,
potentially be a good value low
exactly.
serial number
Yeah,
because they may not necessarily realize, that it's a 3-digit serial or whatnot. And
yeah.
I've been listening to some other podcasts like the First Mint and things like
Mhm.
that, and there's so many really great tips. One of them, I forget who to credit this to, but like some people are like even doing like the players' birthdays
Mhm.
as serial numbers
Yeah,
as like one of the things that
yeah.
could be a great serial number to own,
Mhm.
considering it is that person's birthday.
Right.
And
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 there's
so
numerologists out there that they're looking for those types of things. They're looking for birthdays or zip codes or area codes or,
yeah, I heard about
you
the
know,
zip codes and area codes.
69, 420, jersey number, first serial or last serial.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the common ones. And then there's people like me, it's like if it's like 2222 or 44, 88 something. I love seeing that. Not that I'm going to go out of my way and spend a bunch of money on it, but if I had the option to snag one for a few dollars more, then yeah, I'm going to get a lower serial that I like.
I
I
know.
think Edwards should take it if he stays consistent. Yeah, for sure. I think so too, man.
He's by far one of the most exciting rookies. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean, LaMelo is also exciting. Like
yeah.
just watching him play has been like this guy's a highlight reel, and it's you can't
Yeah.
open up the gram without seeing like highlights of his assists and
Uh,
his shooting. And I just think he's
so
playing
sad, man.
phenomenal. It sucks that
It
he
does
got
suck.
injured. It
Does
also
suck.
sucks Braun got injured as well.
Oh man, that really kind of fucked
That
me up,
starting
man.
lineup, the starting lineup for the Lakers, man, that was brutal.
Yeah, I sent you
It
the
was tough.
screenshot of the starting lineup.
It was tough
Oh
to
man.
watch. But
It,
it's great to see all of them play with heart, and it's great to have the opportunity to step up and lead the team, like
yeah,
Trez did. And you get to see that with the other players like THT, Kuz.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Schroeder.
Steph
Schroeder's been
Curry,
killing it.
Steph Curry tailbone contusion.
Oh,
He basically bruised his tailbone.
yeah,
LeBron James with the high ankle sprain.
yeah,
Giannis with the sprained left knee. Durant left hamstring strain.
yeah,
Jason Tatum, he's ill right now.
yeah.
Kyrie out for family matters, and Embiid left
Oh
knee.
yeah. Oh
An-
my God.
Anthony Davis calf strain,
What
and
is there like is
Lamelo
this like a
Ball.
COVID curse or something? Like we're getting
Uh,
all of our like superstars are just hurting right now, man.
yeah, and last I was going to mention Clay Thompson, another superstar that
Oh,
hasn't even played to even get an NBA Top Shot moment. So I can't wait till he comes back and has his first Top Shot moment.
oh,
I think that
oh
one's
man.
going to be big.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm excited, but yeah, we got to be patient, man, and just try and ride through this season. And yeah, I'm excited for the Lakers to have some more of the bench and the underdogs kind of take the lead on this.
So I see you have the Cool Cat series up.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting to see where things are at right now, and you know, I know you got the first, or was it the second Cool Cats drop that you got,
I believe
Sean?
so. Yeah.
You got the
Yeah.
second. You got the
Yeah.
Boogie, right? You got
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins,
Hmm.
and you sold that for what?
285.
285.
Bro,
So
it
now that
went
same
up.
one is at 72.
I know. It's
So
crazy.
great sell, dude. Great
You
timing on
know
that
what?
because you sold at the peak.
No, it wasn't the peak. The peak
Oh,
was
it's
at
going up
like 800.
for Boogie Cousins.
Bro,
Oh,
that
that was
was,
like when that whole February spike
yeah,
happened and the
when
market was just
the crazy
crazy.
volume, it was mad.
Oh my god.
And I thought, I was like, damn, man, I could have held that.
Mhm.
I didn't know. That was my first flip. That was my first
You
thing.
started getting FOMO.
Oh my gosh, like no other. And then,
Oh, I feel
then
you.
the market went way back down, and now look,
Right.
it's at
Now it's
72,
at 72.
and
So
I'm
that just
like,
shows like the market is not like your normal market, you know? It's not like your normal stock market. Like these things will be so
so
inconsistent right
volatile.
now. Yeah, it's hard to predict anything at this point, but after even just for the short amount of time that I've been in it, because I'm watching it every day and I'm keeping you know a close eye on the market and what's happening and trends and stuff, like I'm starting to understand that you can't understand it. You know, it's not something you could predict, and there's going to be these crazy dips, and then something will happen, or some rumor will happen, or some player will do something, or injury will happen, and people react so quickly in this market. They just start, you know, selling stuff off or buying stuff. So it's something that you have to just kind of take as you go. And there are some patterns that you know, recognized, but it's not all consistent. That which is why I'm not worried about how low the market is right now and where
Mhm.
my ROI is, because I am more in this in the longer run than just to get a quick flip. Which when I first started, that's what I wanted to do, is get that quick flip and just just have the feeling of knowing that this shit is real. I could really just have money in my account from selling one of these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And once I understood that, now I'm realizing, you know, the importance of just being able to just be steady during the crazy times, and you
holding
know
it.
the ups and downs, and just be patient and hold it and know that, and have trust that the platform is going to grow, the user base is going to grow, the market's going to get healthier over time. And you know, because there's times I'm thinking about like, damn, you know what, maybe I should flip one of these right now just so I can have some room to buy something else because the market's so low, you know. And that's another thing, is when the market hits this low, you know, this is the best time to start buying shit, in my opinion. You know, this isn't financial advice, by the way. This is all just for entertainment purposes only.
For sure.
But yeah, I feel like this is, you're getting the sales right now, you know, and that's kind of exciting as well. I was like looking at that 3-pointer LeBron, you know, and if let me pull
Oh
that
yeah,
up real
yeah.
quick,
Pull that bad
because
boy up.
you know, everybody knows LeBron James. So LeBron isn't going
He
anywhere.
he he may
He's
go down as one of. I mean, he is one of the
he's
goats,
one of the
but
greatest of all
as
time.
far as
So
the goat is,
that's
it's
a debate. That's
arguable.
in debate. So look at this right now. So it's asking price at 700.
So it's
Um,
all relative too, man. Because like if you just tuned in to like NBA Top Shot, you'd be like 700, like get out of here.
oh yeah. So
You know?
let me show you really quick. So this is today, which this moment itself is so sick, man. I remember watching this game live and just being so pumped when he made that and he turned around and Schroeder
Oh my god.
bet him by, he was like, bet you won't make it, and then he turned around, he was like, bet, and it went in, and they're like, all the players ran onto the court. It's such a fun moment, and I feel like this is something
It was
that
ridiculous.
it captures like a moment in NBA that was, that should be on the top shot.
Yeah.
And it's at 700 right now. It's 15,000, which, it's LeBron, so that's why it's so expensive still or expensive. But if I show you on evaluate.market, where he was even like a week ago,
Mhm.
or a few days ago. So, um, there's still 1,201 impacts. So some of the people haven't opened, but a lot of it is owned. 13,799 are already owned. So it's out there. The market or the sellers are selling. Uh-oh, what happened here? Sorry, let me see if I could reload this. But
Here, you want me to
I've
see
been
if I can?
Yeah, I've been looking at this, and it was so expensive earlier, and I was like, I want that moment, but it's like I'm not ready to dish out a lot of money right now on a LeBron. Like I
Yeah,
was
that's a
thinking of
lot
just
of
getting
money.
that assist LeBron because it's like,
Yeah, that's
the
what I got.
35K, the one that you got, because like I want a LeBron, but like,
Yeah,
do
just
you
have
want the
to hold
best
one
one?
LeBron.
Yeah. So I mean, this was the LeBron, that same moment. And even if I don't look at like the low serials, like one of the peaks was like 3,333 for serial number 3. Let me
Oh,
zoom in a
well,
little.
what I'm looking at
Right.
too, if
Well,
you do 0 through 1500, if you enable 0 through 1500 serials,
yeah,
look at go up a little bit, scroll up.
yeah.
Look at that one up there for serial number 23,
Where? Up here? Oh,
70K.
270K. Where?
Yeah, you gotta
No, that's
you
7,000.
no,
Oh, it's oh, the
bro.
jersey number, the jersey
Yeah,
number. I'm
you
zoomed
gotta
in. That's why
yeah, you're zoomed in a little bit.
I see it.
There it is.
$70,000 for serial number 23. Like,
Yo,
obviously, that's a jersey
that
number.
happened
Like,
yesterday. That
yeah,
happened. Oh no, no, I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
No,
that
no,
was
no.
last week.
February,
That was in
February
February
21st. Sorry, it's
or
March
last month. Yeah.
22nd.
So it went up. It was really high. People got excited. See, it started kind of low. People were flipping it like whatever. It went up, and then it started to level out somewhere around like 1,900, 2,000. Even going all the way through from February to March. All throughout March, it's been like 1,800, 2,000. So it was pretty steady in a couple grand area as long as I've been eyeing it. And then I've just been watching it go down and down and down. And now we're at 700. So this is a buyer's market right now, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think seeing just how consistent it was around the
What's
2,000
that low?
range
What's that one that someone let go of super
right
low?
here,
Five
$5.
bucks.
Somebody got
Whoever
lucky. They
whoever
probably tried to
sniped
type
that,
500 and it probably,
they
or it
probably
was like some
messed it
kind of
up.
gift or something like that,
Oh man, no.
or I
Oh
don't
my
know. I
goodness.
would be so stoked if that was me right now, dude.
You'd have to be up at 7:35 a.m. on
Yeah.
March 18th,
Yeah. Yeah.
looking
I
at
mean,
Top
shit.
Shot.
And constantly refreshing and trying to snipe that next one. But I mean, the
Damn.
fact that it's all the way down to 700 and it's been kind of averaging at 1,000 or more, or 1,500 to 2,000, I feel
Yeah,
like it's just, I don't know if this is now starting to level to where prices should be, or it's just really low, because I know that NBA Top Shot is trying to make the playing grounds pretty even. They don't want moments to be overpriced where nobody could buy them. They want,
unattainable.
yeah, they want people to get in and be able to grab their favorite players and grab their favorite moments without having to dish out all their money. You know what I mean? So I can't tell yet whether or not, because this is a 15,000 LE, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, let me
I don't know what the average for a
yeah,
LeBron at this is going to
15,000.
be. So, but I feel like because people had no problem buying it for 2,000 for a week ago. Like, I feel like they're not going to have a problem buying it for 2,000 a month from now or 2 months from now, you know, when things, or when he goes wins a chip or he gets MVP or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and truth is, like, we're still on series 2. You know,
Exactly.
this is a series 2 common, part of the base set. It is limited at 15,000. But as soon as the next season hits and the season after that, and then eventually winning retires, I think a lot of these will continue to hold a lot of value, especially with LeBron just going down as one of the greats.
Absolutely. LeBron is a no-brainer for a team hold, in my
And
opinion.
then
It's like you
you think
gotta,
about, most of his seasons weren't Top Shot. Like, Top Shot never existed.
yeah.
So you're going to have players like Halliburton, like LaMelo, who
Mhm.
had their first rookie season on Top Shot, and if they have very fruitful long careers, they should have a gang of
Mhm.
Top Shots versus Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Like, someone who came in at the end. How many Vince Carters are there out there? Just a couple. I
Yeah.
think they have like one
There's
like
one,
rare and one
which is
common. And
his very last 3-pointer before he retired, which is
what a moment!
an
What a
amazing moment
moment!
to capture, which is why it's so valuable right now. But yeah,
Yeah,
you know, this is an interesting time in the market, and it makes, you know, I could see why people are also trying to just flip some of their things just so they can buy the ones that they really want at this price, and maybe let go of some of the things that they thought they were going to hold, but really it's like, you know, you got to
yeah.
hold on to the ones that you really, really want long term,
I
and
mean,
then
man,
yeah, just try and get rid of the ones that you're not so attached to, just to make some get more of a dapper balance. But
yeah. Hey,
anyway,
I wanna bring up the one that the homie Jason from the Hustle House pulled today.
yeah,
He
is he
opened up
coming
a
on?
pack. He's not coming on today.
Okay.
We got something that we'll set up something later on, get a
Yeah.
banner for him and all that. And
And I see
he
Mike B is in the house. What up, Mike?
what up, Mike? And I also would love to have Mike on because
Thank you, brother.
Mike's been flipping. He runs a brand called My All Time Classics, which is
Yes.
super dope. And they they have some gem mints, Jaws, Lamellos, physical cards.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ben, Mike, the homies at My All Time Classics.
Yep.
But the Hustle House, the homie Jason pulled this today. Um, let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, NBA Top
So
Shot.
he let's talk about how he even pulled it, because he didn't actually buy the pack. Or he tried to get the pack today, but he didn't get it. He wasn't able to get the pack. So
Well, he was trading. I'll let him tell his story.
oh, okay.
Uh, so
Okay.
um, so anyhow, he ended up pulling this one, which is a nice LeBron dunk. I
Dude,
mean,
this
dunks
is a
are
great
amazing.
one too. I remember this game too.
I mean, 18th season in the NBA,
And it's only
and
1,055, because that's 7,500 count.
this is the opening night. This is against the
Mm-hmm.
Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he can just start the season off, his 18th season off, with
Yeah.
a dunk like that and show he still has it,
Oh,
every single year we're asking ourselves, is this man going to like show any signs of age?
yeah. I know, man. It's crazy, and that's why it's like I feel like he definitely deserves the MVP this year, man. It's like
I hope he gets
that
better,
can't go
man.
unnoticed. Thanks, babe.
Yeah, I hope he gets better.
Yeah, I saw this little video of like the doctors talking about the types of injuries, and it is a little harder injury than just like a normal rolled ankle,
The
because he
high
kind of
ankle
rolled
sprain.
it. The high ankle is kind of
It's
on
like
the inside.
inverted. Yeah.
Yeah, and that takes a little bit more time to
Ah,
heal. So it's unfortunate that We won't
Man,
know, how long he's going to be out, but we definitely want him healthy for the playoffs, hopefully. And as long as we can just keep fighting and keep getting these wins with our bench and the rest of the squad, like
yeah,
we have a good chance still, of getting him back by the playoffs and having him and AD healthy when it's really game time,
yeah. All I need is a little affirmation from LeBron himself, and
Yeah.
then we're good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
which he gave. What's cool about this, and Jason, this is so dope that you're able to pull this in a pack, because
So
there
dope.
are only 300 in packs right now.
Impacts, yeah.
So 4% of these remain in a pack, and the fact that you're able to pull it from a pack is just
Amazing.
awesome. What
Yeah.
kind of luck is that? So I love being able to hear that, man. Considering you're from LA, you got a nice little LeBron, one of the great
Yeah.
ones. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can kind of see the market trends,
Yep.
from February and if you correlate the volume,
Right.
um, you can see around February 22nd, like
Yeah. That was
this
the hot
was
moment.
yeah, this
That's
was
where
going.
everybody thought they were going to be rich, but but then they kept holding, and then it dipped. Unless the ones that's just flipped it at that moment, man,
We'll
like they
see.
made a lot of
We'll
money.
see. It's clear people are, I mean, that's why look at these low cereals though.
Yeah.
You can tell people are still finding a lot of value in these
Hmm.
low serial numbers, especially for if it's a common and there's going to be in this case 7500 in circulation. The lower the serial, if you can get 0 through 750, you're going to have a better chance at flipping that, or at least getting much more for it.
Yeah. More
Um,
ROI on that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
man, that's
it's
awesome,
interesting,
Jason.
but just even just being able to get one,
Yeah.
I think is dope. If I was to go in here, you can see, some people are sub 1,000. Now, that's the thing, man. I also have to be clear that like if I had the money to be able to just throw that out
Yeah.
there, like
Deposit.
I get it. Like
Yeah.
I think it's
It,
like there's some good deals, there's some aren't. But
yeah.
man, for me, because I'm just like coming in very low in
Hmm.
terms of like, let me start with the pack, let me move that, let me try and work my way up and really try and
Yeah.
trade and understand who to
Yeah.
trade for, who
Hmm.
to sell, get that balance, wait for a dip, and then go buy in on someone else.
Yeah.
That's also like such a challenge and a game, but I'm not quite ready to drop that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, if it's not already from like other moments you flipped that's sitting in your Dapper balance, like, and you have to actually deposit more funds, like that's where I'm kind of like, all right, this is where I gotta draw the line because I'd rather try and just cop within my means, you know what I mean, within whatever I've made already from the packs, and that's the best way to do it is just get the packs. That's where you're gonna get your most ROI no matter what. But you want these players and you want these moments, and I've made a little bit of money from selling other moments, so I can buy like the SGA and the THT the other day, and the
Mhm.
Trez, and and I have that Halliburton that's just starting to dip so much, and I know that it's going to go up later on, but like part of me is tempted to like just let it go for 1,200 now and then get a LeBron that I'm going to hold forever. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the thing. And I
Oh
think a
yeah,
lot of
that's
people have
right.
that mentality of like,
Yeah,
you know
because
what?
you can
Maybe
get
let me just flip the ones that if I would I rather have this for 1,200 or would I rather have this LeBron that I know is going to later on go up and then I could get it for the same price as what I have my Halliburton at. But then
yeah,
at the same time, I'm selling low on the Halliburton, which
yeah.
you always want to,
It's rare.
buy low, sell high. That's the rule, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? And I would be selling low just to be able to get the LeBron instead of depositing new funds to get the LeBron and holding both, which, you can go either way. And I think I'm confident it would be an investment to get a LeBron at that price right now, but that's the risk that I'm not sure I'm ready to take, because I would have to deposit funds out of my bank account and not from my Dapper balance.
Yeah, you might want to. It's tough because, I think the fan in me would get rid of, like,
Yeah,
that,
the
because,
Halliburton,
and as soon as LeBron retires, like, you're going to have so much FOMO on not owning enough moments.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what goes through my mind all the time. And I'm just like watching the Halliburton just dip lower and lower and lower. I'm like, oh, it would just feel like shit to sell that right now,
Mhm.
because of how invested I've been into like hoping that it just stays up, And like the way I'm looking at it, it's like it's the rookie. It's his first rare rookie. It's gonna get the badges and everything. He's gonna be in the next LeBron challenge for Rising Stars, or I'm sorry, Zion challenge, and they haven't even announced that yet. So when they announce it, I feel like people are gonna try and rush to get the Halliburton to complete that challenge, and the price is gonna go up a little bit more. So like with that plus the badges, I feel like I can get it back to where I want to sell it at, where I feel good about that investment. Uh, but by that time, this LeBron may not be under $1,000 anymore, So
Mm.
that's just the risk I have to take. But these are the things that I think a lot of people are thinking about, and which is why we see the market the way it is. People are
Yeah.
panicking to sell their things off to make their money back, and also to afford to cop the ones that they want at this sale price that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully it is a sale price. Hopefully it's not just like leveling out to where this is where the norm is. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm.
not going to go back up very much, or who knows? We don't know at this point. It depends on how long you're willing to stick through playing
Yeah.
NBA Top Shot.
Well, I think it's also like where it comes down to the moment too. Um, whether it be that turnaround three, whether it
Right.
be that dunk, his first dunk of his 18th season. And
Hmm.
I think, with maybe, maybe we could talk about what Top Shot is doing with the game. I mean,
Mm.
I can only imagine how this is going to become more and more interactive, because the last live stream we talked about Swish, which allows you to pick a starting five based on your Top Shot moments.
Hmm.
And then you need to be able to fulfill the requirements and have an assist and a dunk, a 3-pointer, and then
Yeah.
be able to go into the stats of these players and truly look and see how do these players and starting five stack against someone else's collection.
Right.
And I love the gamification of these
Right.
things. And one of the things that I was able to pull up was on NBATopShot.com. They
Hmm.
have you go to /about, and they kind of, this is a really great way to kind of showcase like what is Top Shot.
Hmm.
Collect the epic NBA moments, right?
Hmm.
Score
Score
rare
rare.
moments. So they have commons, rares,
Hmm.
legendaries, and then soon to come,
Coming
ultimates.
soon. Uh-oh. So we
Ooh,
got a new the highest tier is going to be Ultimate, which that
yeah,
isn't even out yet. I
yeah.
assume because the legendary packs have been $9.99 in the past, I assume this is going to be more,
Dude, I have no idea. Or
unless it's going to
or
be like
maybe
only from
maybe this is how
challenges
you
and stuff.
win. Exactly. This is how you win it, or in their upcoming game. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah.
But um
So
you
we
got
know there is
limited
going to be
edition.
something higher than legendary though,
Yeah.
which are going to be the big bucks.
Yep.
Those are
Which that's again, this is why like commons, get if you want yours to be more exclusive, more rare, uh, look for those higher serial numbers if you do
Mm-hmm.
invest in a common. But
Mm-hmm.
limited edition sets. But what I was gonna show was right here.
Top Shot
NBA
Hard
Top
Court.
Shot Hard Court coming soon. Bring your moments to the hard court and use your collection to supercharge your team. Play against friends and other competitors and prove you're the GOAT. So I think this is really intriguing for me.
Yeah, I think.
Just being able to collect and be able to use it and, see what we could potentially, if I can play and, similar to like Bitcoin or certain crypto where you're able to mine, if you contribute to the system, then it can reward you. Well, hey, I would love to contribute by putting some time into hardcore if I'm having fun with my collection and potentially be able to earn rewards
Right.
that could actually hold some value.
Yeah, and this will be an official NBA Top Shot kind of game, not like Swish where it's a third party.
Yeah, they're
Top Shot.
using the blockchain.
Right.
They're using the data.
So that's why they could actually integrate prizes and things just like they do with challenges, where they can actually mint certain prizes or whatever for winners or something like that. I mean, they have
Well,
it's
who?
possible for them to NBA Top Shot.
Top Shot, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what makes this different, is that they can actually create the prize for
Yeah.
certain people,
They
which could
can
be those other moments. Who knows?
they have that kind of creative freedom to be able to, have certain ones. Maybe there are certain moments that are all, not saying it is true, but like it's possible, I guess, if ultimates are only through the game. I don't think that's going to be the case, but
Yeah.
like there could be an exclusive NBA hardcourt
Right.
moment,
Right.
who knows? I don't know. I
Who
don't know
knows?
too much about it, but if anyone else does, like please like fill
Yeah.
us in because I find this so intriguing.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
We'll
NBA
see.
Top Shot Hardcore. I'm really excited to kind of see how that plays out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot to come, with NBA Top Shot and how they can utilize a platform and utilize the blockchain to do a lot more with these moments than just collect them. And that's what makes me feel comfortable with not just selling everything right now and actually buying more stuff right now, even though the market is low and it's dipping, and we don't know how long it's going to keep dipping and when it's going to start to pick back up. But as far as I know, it feels like it's a good time for me to invest in something, even if it's small things, just to play the game, and
Yeah.
just to see where things go. And I'm willing to lose everything that I've put in so far. I didn't dish out and buy that LeBron yet, like,
Yet.
not yet. But
This
uh,
fool Ken, man, like he'll talk about this stuff and then like I'll get a late night text with,
yeah,
the moment he just copped and I'm like,
yeah,
oh, shit.
yeah. I'm watching, man. I'm just watching and observing
So
and
far
and learning.
your moves have been good so far though. Like each move that I've seen, has benefited, and if not like now, it's benefit at some point where like it did rise and some
Mhm.
may have dropped and fell, but I
Yeah,
think that's also part of the learning and that's also part of like the volatility that, you can expect right now.
yeah.
Um, but I think in order for it to be sustainable growth, like they're gonna need to it 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 has to kind of come down a little bit,
Hmm.
in my opinion. Like there can't be such a variance between like a certain moment and these
Yeah.
others. But you know, I also I get it now.
Hmm.
Like I also see why people would do this, and considering the limited amount of moments that are out there right now, it's just really interesting to see. And even
Yeah.
like with Lamelo getting injured, to see kind of Anthony Edwards moment spike a little bit? Like,
Anthony Edwards
we
spiked and LaMelo
not
are
spike,
going
but
down.
climbing? Yeah.
Let's look. I mean, like that's crazy because Melo obviously is a great player, injured or not. Like he's gonna have a career, in my opinion. Like I think it's not. People are caught up on the whole Rookie of the Year award as if that's what's gonna cause his value to go up so much, but you know really it's going to be the longevity of his career and how well he's doing. And this thing's already under 3,000. I mean, it was sitting at
Yeah,
4,500
43,
for so
45.
long, for days, and it's already down to 29.99, which he's a part of the Anthony Edwards challenge. So
Mm.
if you want to go for that, now's a much better time to buy it than a week ago when it was 4,500, and you have a much better chance of
Which a
getting
lot
that
of people
Anthony
did.
Edwards. So a lot of people are doing, but the fact that people are selling him off for this much lower, 29.99, just because he got injured, just like I don't know, man. I feel like they're just jumping the gun and thinking that, because he's injured, he's not going to get Rookie of the Year. Therefore, his moments won't be valued anymore. But
Yeah.
it's LaMelo, man. I feel like a wrist fracture is something a player gets back from 100%. It's not one of those injuries that changes, for the life of them. It's just a bump in the road that he's got to get through this year. And when he comes back next year, everyone's going to be just as excited to watch him play and root for him, and his moments are going to go back up, so
Yeah. And it's such a bummer, man. I felt so bad for him. But
yeah. And
hey,
some people were saying, hey, could it be even more rare because this is going to be his last moment for the season and he's not going to have any more moments, you know what I mean?
his rookie
This is his
becomes even
only
more
rookie,
rare.
even more rare because you only have 2 moments. And
Not to say some of the other ones might still get minted, you know.
right,
We
but
don't know.
we don't know. We don't know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
a
mean,
good
there is
point.
one that's part of the challenge, but like he's not going to have as many moments the rest of the season because he's out. So, does that make it more scarce? And, do you want
Oh
to have
my
some, so
god.
that's the way that the people are thinking, you never know how to predict where things could go because you can come at it from so many angles and make a point. And that's what's, funny about this whole thing.
So, hey, real quick, speaking of rookies,
Yeah.
the earlier today you showed me rookshot.market.
Yeah.
Yo, that thing is pretty crazy. And apparently, this is basically breaking down uh, rookie moment pricing and other data from NBA Top Shot.
Yeah.
So they do price analysis and all of that, and it's really, really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
tell
it's
me
just
about
a
it.
great way to be able to get kind of like evaluate.market, which is, I believe, yeah, they pull all this data from evaluate.market, but it gives you just a one-page view of what the rookies in this season are looking like right now and how are they looking in the market. You get to see things like the base
Can you
one,
zoom into some
rookies,
of those?
base
Sorry.
two. Um,
Yeah.
base one today was, the 221. Yesterday it was a little bit higher, so you could see, you
Yeah,
know,
based on the set, that's like
yeah,
that's
base one or
selling.
base two. You get the overall rookie market at a glance, so you're not specifically looking at one rookie, but you're just kind of, over series one and series two.
Yeah.
You can kind
And
of
then
see
the
the
chart
trends
of the
happening,
day. Go down to
and
the
then
chart
the
of the day.
chart of the day is where you can get a
Yeah,
little bit
zoom in on
more,
that.
um, detail on the different players that are kind of running up uh, their value within the market. So, there's a lot of different rookies out this season, but these are the main guys
And it
that
looks like
people want to look for.
rookies in series 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
So you'll
last
see
year
the
as well.
different, yeah. Which you have John Morant, and you have Zion in there as well. But
Yeah.
because
I,
they have rookie moments within Top Shot.
And look at that. Look at IQ, Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah. So
He's trending up.
right over here, February 27th is when his first
Anthony
moment came
Edwards.
out,
Look at Anthony
and then
Edwards.
boom, shot up, and now it's going down. But yeah, Anthony Edwards, he had his first moment back here. And I think those were, his very first moment. And then, yeah, it's just starting, just climbing, and you could see the trends and, when things are rising based on, their performance or a highlight or whatever it is. So it's just really cool to see, all the top 10 rookies to look out for, which most card collectors or a lot of collectors like to collect the rookies. They want the first year, the first moment.
Plus, we should
So,
be getting those badges pretty soon.
and with those badges coming out, rookies are a good thing to look out for. And what makes it special is the fact that because they're rookies, it's not like a LeBron where you're just guaranteed it's a good hold. So with rookies, they could kill it their first season and get injured, and then never have a good season after that. So you are betting on their success of their career overall, to hope that they're going to continue to rise. So it's been a lot of fun looking at all the different rookies too and learning about them, because it is a newer season, and there's a lot of the names that I weren't paying attention to before I started playing Top Shot. And now that I'm a lot more tuned in and I see the value and what the trends are, it makes me want to watch them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So this is a good tool, yeah, to look at if you're into the whole rookie thing.
I mean, I just find it fascinating, period. So
Yeah.
I just love how people are able to synthesize all the data that's available, and the fact that it's tied into one of my favorite sports. It's
Oh
just
man.
so cool to be able to kind of be this, no pun intended, like invested in the game, where you're able to kind of very similar to sports betting, very similar to
Hmm.
fantasy.
Yeah.
It just kind of, the games tend to have a little bit more meaning when you have some ante in the game. Not
Exactly.
that like I fully promote it. It's just like one of the things that I like to do for fun.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
you think of it when you think of it as like trading cards, it's not as taboo to be like I'm sports gambling right now. It's like I'm buying trading cards and I'm hoping that these players do well, so my trading card value goes up.
and nothing against the gambling. In fact, I see
No.
so much opportunity with online gambling and some of the, like what DraftKings is doing, what some of these other Collectors Universe and all these other different like platforms. Pretty soon, I know many of the states are going to have it legalized. So I would imagine this is an industry that is just going to continue to grow. Because it's going to rack in so much money for the state.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's a lot of money being moved. If we go on like what is it, Crypto Slam, Sean?
Yeah, Crypto Slam
Another
is really dope.
another tool.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll let you talk about it because I know you use this a lot,
Um,
or you
I
kind of watch it.
I love kind of just going onto the live feed, just to see what's moving and
Mhm.
what it, let
Yeah.
me kind of, yeah. So what's dope is it shows a bunch of crypto collectible platforms.
Hmm.
CryptoPunks, that's having a lot of volume right now.
For all these
Um,
little guys over here.
yeah, Art Blocks, super dope. Um, yeah, the
So
top,
rare. That's like the football. They have like Ronaldo and different football players.
dude, it's crazy
Soccer.
what these CryptoPunks are going for now.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
So you could see the overall. This is in the last 24 hours.
Oh
So
my gosh,
CryptoPunks 2.7 million, and then NBA Top Shot 5.5 million in
in
sales.
sales. in the last 24 hours.
24 hours,
And
5.5 million.
that's down 30% from the day before
Here's the last 30 days, or 30 days, 229 million in sales.
of revenue.
And then if we go in all time, 420 million. So we're seeing a constant growth. And NBA Top Shot throughout this whole time has been number one by far as in sales for NFTs and crypto collectibles. So it gives me a lot of hope to want to hold my stuff instead of just
Yeah.
freak out because of this market dip. And it's like, is NBA Top Shot a bust? You know, is it something? Is this bubble just going to pop and then everyone's going to lose their money? But seeing this like gives you a lot of hope because you're seeing the amount of buyers. You know, in the last 24 hours, you got 22,000 plus buyers within the last 24 hours. And
Yeah.
that's, you know, look at CryptoPunks, 32 buyers. So imagine if you're trying to flip your shit, you want buyers there, man. You want a lot of
Yeah.
buyers there, and their user
You
base
can say
is
the
growing.
volume.
The
It speaks
volume.
to the volume of buying and selling.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly share my screen,
Yeah,
but
do it.
I mean, just some notable things like top crypto collectible sales over here in the last 24
Right.
hours. You know, even though there isn't as much volume, these crypto punks are going for a ton, which is crazy and super dope. Look at this Zion right here, hollow, that block, 115K. So that happened 2 hours
Whoa.
ago.
2 hours ago, $115,000 Ion. So if you're losing hope in NBA Top Shot, just know that somebody just dropped a down payment on a
115
house to be able to
to have that
get
Zion
the
rookie.
Zion rookie. So people are putting their money there.
Yeah.
That's good to
So
see. That's good to see.
check out you know, once this loads, this is on cryptoslam.io.
Yeah.
But once this loads, you get to kind of see the live sales, live marketplace, live mints. And I love just kind of looking at some of the data right over here, particularly the live sales, because
Yeah.
I can actually just start viewing some of this stuff and seeing it change. Now,
Right.
I'm not sure if this actually gets updated in this view, but before I go to the view where it does, it's just kind of neat to kind of see who are the top market buyers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Top sellers,
Mm-hmm.
um, live mints. So when it was minted,
Yeah. So
um,
you get to see like before the NBA Top Shot even announces anything, you could see what they're actually minting and live here and
from Thomas
get some
Bryant.
details. Yeah.
So let's see what this is. Let me click on it and see if there's any information we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really interesting way to use all this data, man. It's so cool that like we
I'll
have
let that
access to
load.
all this.
I'll let that load, all due to the blockchain, because all of this is available data on the Flow blockchain. But if I
Mhm.
go to explore live sales and click on this little link right here, it should open up this window that has automatic kind of updates. So I don't have to
Oh,
constantly
so it'll just
refresh.
keep refreshing on its own to show you every sale that happens.
I believe so. You know,
I mean, I'm
I
sure it's so much volume that like it would be moving so fast.
Well, you can tell. You can tell when the marketplace is down and when it's not. And
Yeah.
like I had this kind of sitting there static on my window and the marketplace was down and I just had it up and then all of a sudden it started going boom, boom,
Boom.
boom.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, the marketplace is back up.
Yeah. 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 No,
Um,
that's cool, man.
but it was just interesting when I was on this live feed right here to kind of see, oh, just a second ago, my like all these Damian Lillards were kind of going through, and I was like, oh damn, what does that tell me? And sure enough, like I started watching it from there as I'm looking at it right here, where I'm like, oh shit, I have a Damian Lillard. And then I I took it off the marketplace, and just because I was like, if it's going up, I probably don't want to sell it for what it's listed at right now. And I'm still holding on to it, but I'm kind of glad because it's past what I had it up for sale at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was cool that this crypto slam had
Uh,
tipped me on, what was moving, and I thought that was just like really cool
Yeah.
to kind of
Yeah.
see.
Man. Yeah, it's great to have all this data, man. Like you can be a little more strategic with your moves and the timing of everything, which is really cool. So definitely check out all these tools, you guys. If you are into Top Shot and you want to learn a lot more about what's happening in the market and the moves that are being made, and if you're considering moving some things, you have a lot of information out there that you can access that will help you make your decisions, and hopefully the better decisions, and hopefully make some money.
Yeah, or at least stack up your collection, and
Right.
whether that is for monetary value or just straight up pride,
Flex.
or when you're yeah, or when you
Or
end
when the
up
game
playing
comes
the
out.
game.
Yeah.
Exactly, you're gonna
Yeah.
be
You
able
never
to.
know.
You
Yeah.
never
You're
know.
gonna be mad you didn't get those series 2. Everyone's wants the series 1 right now, but pretty soon everyone's gonna want the series 2. And they're gonna want the series 3 because there's just going to be more and more flooding the market, and the earlier you get in on this, the better. It's not too late to get in now. We're still in beta. We're still at the very early stages. So this is a great time to get in, even though you might have missed out, like myself, on all the crazy legendary packs. And when you were able to just go online and just buy a pack right away and not have to wait in any lines, and you can buy multiple packs, like those people, like hats off to them for being on it and investing the money that early, because now their account values are 50x 100x because they were able to get packs. Is the best way to get into this. Packs is like, that's the way to go, unless you're really looking for a player that you want to have in your collection and you want to you believe in, which is with me. That's what I'm doing. I'm just getting the players that I really want, and I'll feel good about holding it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to get those packs, man. That's all I want. I just want a freaking pack, man. Like, give
Oh, I
me a
need a pack.
pack.
I need to pop a
I
pack.
need a fucking pack, bro. Where's the packs? But we I think that's part of the excitement too, and it makes it fair. It makes it a fair playing field. Like, even though I'm on this all the time and I'm constantly looking out for stuff, I still can't get packs. And I was watching other, I think it was Josh Hart or someone, or Halliburton or something, like they weren't able to get packs. So it's not like they're favoring anybody.
I mean, they
Yes,
do
they
get
do have
gifted.
some for gifting and all of that stuff for promotional purposes, but when you try and get in line for that pack, it's really just going to be random, and you never know what you're going to get. And I watched Josh Hart's stream one time, and he got 3 Victor Oladipos the same exact moment in his pack. And
In
he was like,
one
in
pack.
one pack, he got 3 of the exact same moments, Victor
Did he end
Oladipo.
up giving it up?
And he took a screenshot of it. He gave one away on the stream,
Ah,
but he took a stream. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to holler at Roham for this and see if see if there's anything we could do about this." I got three of the same. So even the packs themselves, it's just going to be fucking randomized, and it's all just computer generated. It's not like they're hand picking who gets to get a pack and who you get in the packs, which makes it a fair playing field for everybody. The one
yeah.
thing that did kind of bother me a little bit, and I don't know if it should or if there's a reason to, but Rohan, isn't his name Rohan or Roham?
Rohan.
Roham, his Top Shot account is stacked with
Oh, of
the
course.
sickest ones with the best serial
Of
numbers.
course.
So he's sitting on like
Yeah.
so much gold in
Well,
his.
when they were in the beta and alpha, I mean, they had people invited to that were either getting packs. They have to test it. They have to build
Yeah.
it, and these are minted on the blockchain. So they probably have tons of packs sitting there. Anyone who got in really early. I remember seeing like watching videos just in retrospect of like some of those like pack openings and things like that where there's multiple hollow packs, there's multiple legendaries, it's just
Floating around somewhere.
it's crazy. And you know what? It's not that long ago.
Right.
Which is nuts. You know it's
Not even a
crazy?
year.
When we do get Jason from the Hustle House on here, this fool sent me a screenshot. He was kicking himself in the ass because he sent me a screenshot of one of the guys who I guess is from Dapper Labs, who's they engaged on Twitter, and he emailed Jason a invite to Top Shot back in the day.
What? And
He's like,
he didn't do it?
he didn't think anything of it at the time.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's man. I mean, that's
man.
a great story, man, because it shows like the struggle of, I mean, we could relate that to that with like McKenna and Nana Lifestyle of like being like completely unknown, but knowing you're sitting on some shit
True.
that nobody knows about yet, and trying to reach out to try and like get it out there. And sometimes people like, oh, you have no followers. Oh, you don't have big investors, or you don't have the name behind you.
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
overlook it. And then
Wow.
sure enough, they just fucking explode. And now everybody wants to get in, and they're like, hey, I sent you an invite, bro, and you just looked over it. I tried to send it to you. Like, you never know who's gonna
Never know.
pop, and that goes for anything in life, man, or any person you meet. You never know who they are, what they do, what they have, and what their story is. So you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes, and just be curious about what people are doing, and look into it. And
Yeah,
that encourages me to just be a little more aware of that type of shit,
yeah.
because even now, like, I listen to everybody's music submissions when they DM like, hey, big fan of McKenna, like, check out some of my music, let me know, or want to collab, and we do that.
Mhm.
So I feel like yeah, the also said I didn't see the vision. I know, that's the crazy thing, man. It took me until a few weeks ago to see the vision. So you
Yeah,
know,
I mean that this kind of goes back to like just NFTs and everything that's happening with the blockchain. I remember I was on Clubhouse and Naval. He was talking in this one unnamed, untitled room, and he was just talking about the social protocol for blockchain on how the concept of you owning your data when it comes to your social data, such as you know uh, your followers. If you have a certain amount of followers on Instagram, as soon as you deplatform, you don't have those followers. Instagram has it.
right,
Facebook has it, right?
right,
Like your followers and the people you're following, if you're able to own that data and it's recorded with the social protocol on the blockchain and applications and platforms use that protocol,
hmm,
then you would be able to deplatform and be able to go to any application and be able to maintain your followers and the
yeah,
people that you follow.
yeah,
And that's like a whole new concept of the way you can build the internet when things are recorded and like the data is more so on the blockchain, and
right,
it's decentralized and it's not up to one company.
right,
And I believe when it comes to the valuable data that people are investing in, you want to be able to take that with you.
yeah,
If I take certain things from. I can only imagine how NFTs could even become more valuable if I can take that NFT, whatever that might be, whether
Right.
that's a skin,
A
whether that's
moment.
moment clothing on my avatar, whatever it might be, and bring it into a whole nother metaverse or a whole
Right.
nother application or a
Right.
game.
Yeah.
I can I like it really helped me start to see that there are so many industries that could benefit from a system like that. I think of healthcare and how
Mhm.
difficult it is to obtain your records by having to call
I
your
know.
old, I
Like,
got
"Oh, can I
x-rays,
get
but
records from your old doctor?"
yeah, it's at this chiropractor, or
Yeah.
whatever it might be. And then, it's just like I should be able to own that. I should
Right.
be able to own that data,
And
and
move
it
it
should
where.
and move it wherever whoever I decide to sign up with. That should
Yeah.
be my data.
Right.
And that's the type of thing voting,
Yeah.
like voting needs to be
Mhm.
authenticated. You need to have an ability to prove it, you know.
Right.
You all of those different things can be built in, and NFTs really allow for that. So it just gets me really excited about, like, okay, now that I'm thinking of or see the vision of how this can be applied,
Mhm.
what could we do right now to really showcase a proof of concept
Yeah.
that that really just showcases that the concept of this is actually valid.
Right.
And
Yeah. It
I
can be
see,
applied in so many ways, yeah.
yeah, whether it be, experiential, socially, something that has some sort of like intrinsic value. There's a lot of different things that I think it can be used for.
Mhm.
Um, and we're just barely scratching the
Yeah.
surface. And I think especially for artists, especially like for people like myself, where, you know, invested so much time building content and all this other stuff. And once it gets posted and time goes by, it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
It just dies on IG right now, it's like the
yeah,
same with all of our stuff. We spend all this money on music videos and visual content and creating animations for Instagram posts and stuff, and you put in all this work and effort and you post it on your socials, and then the next day people just move on to the next thing, and it doesn't hold any value. And I think this is just the such a great way for artists in all different mediums to be able to bring the value back to the artist and allow people to have ownership of some of the cool shit that you do without having to just print out, sell prints or make a painting, original painting, or have something tangible. Like some artists are do everything digital, like someone like Beeple. He's not drawing this. I mean, he may be sketching stuff on paper and then scanning it. I don't know, but seems like most of the stuff is all done on the computer, and it's hard to make that a
well,
tangible thing,
you think
when you
the
have
way
digital art.
people are consuming music right now, I mean, it's mostly all digital, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't. It's hard to be a musician unless you're traveling, unless you're touring, which
Right.
is not happening right now during the
Yeah.
pandemic. So, the fact that when it went digital, there seemed to be a drop in value for the entire music industry and therefore the artists. You know, um, and I think that's kind of where it's like, here's an opportunity to kind of reevaluate what the value of that art is. And crypto art and all the things that's happening, with the digital worlds, the metaverses,
Right.
digital real estate.
Right.
um, there's a lot of things that are happening that I feel is worth opening up like that curious mind to.
Right.
Because if I also notice people who immediately turn off these new ideas,
Hmm.
and to me, I'm just like, okay, cool. Well, don't learn about it,
Yeah.
And if that's the case, like, I'm just going to keep surrounding myself with other people who are also curious. That's going to help me understand this more. And I love being a pioneer. I love being able
100%.
to kind of take everything that I know and try something new and different and see if I can kind of pave a way, inspire someone,
Mhm.
or potentially start something brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the exciting part of it is that it is still kind of new definitely there's been people that have been on this shit way before us, but to the rest of the world, I feel like it's finally starting to get its initial introduction. And it's still one of those things that we were watching some of those newscasters on like Today Show or
Mm.
something, just kind of bashing. Why would I want to, something I could just pull up on YouTube and Instagram? Like, I don't need to own that. To like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is going anywhere. Like, watching
They're
that,
like poking fun at people who do.
yeah.
You know,
And then we watched one that happened in the '90s where it was the talk show host saying like,
a lot of
"What
the
is this
same
thing
crew.
called? The internet or something like?"
I
It's
don't know
called the
about the
internet. I
internet.
don't know about the internet. I don't want people knowing what I'm
What about
doing.
real life?
Yeah, like I want to be more in real life. I would never have an email
I
or
get
something.
it. You know,
And
I get
yeah,
it.
there's always going to be those skeptics, but if those same people watch that video and watch themselves say that, they would today be like, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Like, what was I thinking? Like, I live on my iPhone today, and it's like one of those things that it may take some longer time for other people to fully grasp that, but at one point you're not going to be able to function in society without having the understanding of this. Just
Well,
like the internet, like you can't necessarily run a business. I mean, there's exceptions, but nowadays, if you're running a business, you got to have an email. You got to maybe at least maybe have a website, but at least have an email, maybe a social. There's ways to go about it, but the rest of the world is doing it, and the people who aren't doing it are losing business, so they're hiring the young people to come in and help them figure out their Yelp or set up their website or help them correspond via email, because that's just how people are doing it
I
nowadays.
think ultimately they're they're all tools, you
Yeah.
know. And if you aren't tapping into the latest technology to use as a tool,
Hmm.
then you may be missing out on some critical things
Right.
that could help fill in some of your gaps and overcome some of the problems that you're trying to solve.
Yeah.
Because, even for us, we're using this YouTube live stream as a tool to connect with each other, as well as continue to engage with each other about this space.
Yeah.
Because we're both so curious, and
Right.
we know the value of being able to reflect, being able to share, being able to be like, yo, what did you learn? What did you do? What did you hear about? And, I can't wait to just be able to open this up amongst more friends and, start to plant the seeds on like, how do we continue to open up this conversation with others and truthfully learn? Because I'm going in with the mindset, as I said before, as like, yo, the next chat we're in, going to be the dumbest person in the room. So
Mhm.
I'm going to be the dumbest person on this live and learn, because every single person has a different take on it.
Yeah.
And I think by offering the different perspectives, you get a good sense of the spectrum of truth for so
Yeah.
many different people.
Yeah.
And how people use the tool is up to them.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be open-minded, man, and I think that's where we're at right now, is we're open to this idea, and we're putting a little bit of money into betting on that on its success, but it's like being open to it and
Top
understanding
shot.
that, yeah, Top Shot is what I'm talking about. Yeah, just being curious, being open, and learning as we go, and willing to just take a little bit of a risk to just have some fun being a part of the community, and growing with the community as at this early stage
Bro,
versus trying to catch up.
I see this as an investment in myself just
Yeah.
as much, not so much an investment in Dapper, which, it is in an indirect way. Like, I'm supporting what they're doing. I'm not buying it for Dapper. I'm buying these for moments for myself, right? And to participate. And the fact that like okay, cool. I want to talk about, hey, we should like let's go on live. Cool. I want to figure out how to produce live streams and
Yeah.
what's the best software to do that? How do we apply all the things with our design background and everything we've done in multimedia? I studied multimedia. It's like, how am I
Yeah.
not tapping into some of this stuff? And just Top Shot just happens to be the topic we're talking about, but
Right.
like this is actually a great reason for me to start understanding, okay, how do I connect? How do I
Right.
facilitate these conversations? Now I got a topic that seems to be as intriguing as it is, would be able to do with anyone and
Yeah.
really grow myself. So
Yeah.
I'm really
No, it's
thankful
really
for
dope.
everyone that is in the live stream. I'm thankful for you, Ken.
Yeah.
Um, and I
Thank you.
encourage anyone who wants to jump on, contribute, please reach out to us. Let's see if we can get a conversation going. Looking
Yes.
forward to hearing stories,
Yeah.
learn from you, just your background and how you're figuring this out. I
Yeah.
think it would be really valuable for anyone who's tuning in.
Yeah, we want to learn from everybody. We want to get everyone involved and have fun with this. So, if you are watching this and you're a part of this, like that, like the video, subscribe to us. It really helps, just get more people involved so we can have more fun talking about this with
Hit the little
more
bell
people that are
icon.
into it. Yeah, do all that stuff. I know, it's cliche, YouTuber stuff, but we want to try and get more people that are like-minded and want to have these types of conversations and just hang out. And if you do want to support as well, we do have our website, nonalifestyle.com. I am rocking one of these hats right now, but you can cop one of these on our website.
Actually,
Really
just the
dope
navy one
hats,
right now.
navy blue one. So if you
For
want to
LA.
support, this is a way that you can help support. We're just doing this for the love of it. We're not trying to do this for money or anything, but we just
Well,
want to be able to share what we do.
it's it's like to what Ken just said. Like it is, we're not necessarily trying to be a retail company right now. We're more so just creatives looking for ways to be able to create shit
Hmm.
and figure out how to give back, how to create smart businesses,
Hmm.
and be able to do it all on ourselves.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm glad you pulled that up because Mike and Ken. So Mike B, he's in here. We talked about my all-time classics, and Ken. They have a duo called McKenna,
Yeah.
and I would love for you all to check out miknna.com and peep that website right there. Is there anything in particular you want to highlight from the site?
No, I'm just this. Our site just basically has updated all of our latest music here, all of our latest videos, so you can check out all of that, and then as well as our shop, we do have some merch available if you guys want to check that out. Some T-shirts and
Swaggy.
some cool swaggy stuff here. But yeah, this is just another one of our passion projects that Mike and I has been and that we started a while ago, and Sean has been a part of it since the beginning. And
Shout out
this
to
is,
Perry.
yeah, shout out to Perry, who's also been here from the beginning. We've all just kind of started a music project that we felt like was just unique and wanted to just see where we could take it from, a few guys just making music in their apartment to now, thankfully, doing some pretty cool stuff. So check us out. We're on Spotify as well. If you go to our Spotify, it's MIKNNA. You can find us on all of our social platforms there as well. And we're just making music, having fun, putting out content, and just we love doing it. This is our passion. This is what our full-time job is. But the Top Shot stuff is all just another passion of mine that I just want to keep exploring.
Yeah, and I think you know we'll kind of wrap up this show, but if there's anyone that's watching, even after the fact, please leave a comment and let us know. Like, share your feedback,
Yeah,
positive or negative. Y'all can slam us if you want to. I don't care.
yeah,
But as long as you leave a comment, let us know what you think about it, and if you have any suggestions
yeah.
on what you think would be interesting to hear
Any
about, hear more
questions?
of, questions. We want to do our best to offer as much value as we can.
Yep. All right.
All right, Pimp.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is a lot of fun. We're going to do this as often as we can just to talk about updates in the market of NBA Top Shot, talk about NFT, music, the world today, all of that. So come
Yeah.
hang out with us next time.
And then I'll just give a special shout out to Jason from the Hustle House, DJ Beverly, Michael Collins,
Yep.
Mike B. Y'all
Yeah.
tuned in, really showed up in the comments today, so thank you.
Yep.
And to everyone else that tuned in, thank you so much. Catch y'all
Yep.
later. Ken,
We
thank
might
you,
give
man.
something away next time. So
Yeah,
check back.
hopefully we can pop a new
We gave
pack.
we
If we
gave
pop
away a
a
moment
pack,
last time. So if we get a new pack, we'll give something away. So make sure you guys tune in.
gotta
Thanks
get
a
this
lot,
pack.
Sean.
All right, brother,
Had a
man.
lot of fun, brother.
All right, have a good
All
night,
right.
man.
Good night.
Peace.